starting with the XG map. So what do you make of this when you look at a XG map like this in terms of how Boom was coming through? Where is he taking those shots? Obviously, he took a few penalties as well, so we will have that high XG dots right in the center. But what do you make of all of this?
I'm quite excited about the fact that he has so many goal scoring actions inside the box. So I think that is a problem for current United, that we didn't stretch the field enough. Uh, Hoyland couldn't control the ball too well. I've seen him off the ball, Bumo, and I'm very encouraged by his physicality. I think he raises the physicality level quite often. I don't know if you remember this or not, but in middle of the season, Brentford scored 3 goals right off the bat from the
Yeah,
like in the, within the first minute. I think that was a Premier League record as well. Bumo scored 3 of these goals within like I think he had a hat trick of 3 goals within with
yeah,
Manchester City, West Ham, and I think the third one was Tottenham Hotspur, if I'm not wrong. All of these goals were scored in within the first minute. He called them checkmate in 3 moves, like the chess fan that he is. But
yeah,
what I'm very excited about is, you mentioned in the last slide that his presence in the box
yeah.
is quite the highest here. I think it's in the top 5 of all players. Yeah, that is something I'm quite excited about.
Got it. Got it. And just wanted to do a quick comparison to Ahmad. When he plays, you will see that Ahmad, he had scored 8 goals, had 47 shots, but the areas that he got these shots in is pretty similar. And what Bumo brings in, he brings much higher maturity in those shot creation and also finishing those. So I think in that right 10 spot, it should be a clear upgrade. Now, just coming back to Bruno, what I also and Bumo, what I also wanted to talk about is how does he play today? And if we look at his heat map today, you will see that he stays very close to the byline. If we look at it today, these are the areas where he's getting most of his touches from, and as you get closer to goal, it sort of lightens the entire map. So today in the Brentford setup, he's playing at that right winger in a 4-2-3-1 kind of a setup. But that will need to change dramatically. Do you see that as some sort of issue, some sort of challenge for Amorim and Bumo as he comes along?
I think his role has changed a lot of times, and Bumo, if nothing, has shown tactical flexibility in the way when Tony and Visa both weren't available. He used to play as a striker. He can play there. He has played as a winger. He has played as a tight hall striker as well. So yeah, I do expect that kind of tactical flexibility to show when he moves to United as well. Uh, it is a very compact role. It is a different ask from what he is doing at Brentford, because at Brentford he was expected to mostly make his way out of transitions. United expect to make the attacks. United expect to define the flow of the game, and that is where I think there'll be slight of a challenge, because it's the expectations are entirely different out of him, and not just in the team but in the system as well.
Agree, agree. And I was just toggling between the touch map and the pass map as well as we see for the entire season. I think he definitely has that capability to sort of cut in and play those intricate passes in sort of areas right outside the box, and which is exactly where Amorim's R10 is supposed to play. Right. So I think from if we look at it from that perspective, I think he is a good fit in that area. And obviously, it will take a lot of work by Amrim and his coaching staff to sort of drill that into the players, because he doesn't have to worry so much about the wing. Whoever is playing the right wing back role, they will be sort of bringing the widths, and he needs to be available right on sort of edge of the box, get those passes in, find the right pass or shoot from there and score a goal for us. So that is broadly my expectation.
Yeah, like I mentioned, it is a lot about the balance as well. He has a telepathic relationship with Visa. He'll need to build those partnerships here at United, and he loses the ball quite often. I think his passing accuracy was somewhere in the 75 percentile, and that tells you that, as he since it is a high risk, high return kind of position,
Yeah,
he will make those goal scoring actions, but there will have to be we have to rely on the right winger and the right center back to cover for him whenever he loses the ball.
absolutely, absolutely. I think what it brings us to is in terms of next season, what is it that we expect from him? He walks in right into our starting 11, doesn't he? Are there any questions about that?
No, I don't think so. Yes, I expect a big challenge from our existing number 10s. I'm talking about the likes of Mount. I'm talking about the likes of Menu if he plays there. Uh,
Yeah,
Great thing is all of these players, so all these three players I just said, Bumo, Mount, Menu, they all three of them bring something different to the table. Uh,
yeah,
so we can be varied when it comes to different oppositions. So it does give Amorim a lot of new solutions to the same problems that we've had. How he fits in the culturally environment at United, because it's not the best place to come into uh, if you are not mentally strong at this point of time, because there aren't many leaders there. He is someone who it has created that family bonds in Brentford. You'd expect him to, to fit in right at United, but yeah, it's a unknown territory
yeah.
whether a player would be culturally fit or not.
Hopefully, Ineos has taken that into account as they are going after, because these are not cheap signings. We are spending close to 60 million plus on both Cunha and Boomer at this point in time. So I think we need to look at that. And another thing that we will need to consider is when we spoke about the fact that he is significantly overperformed on XG, and that is a uh, the variable there is confidence. And will he continue to have that same level of confidence as he steps into Manchester United is something that we'll need to see. So while all of us fans are expecting a lot of goals from Mbumo, Cunha both, I think we also need to taper down our expectations a little bit. Although Bumo gave Brentford a 20 goal season in the Premier League, firstly, he will not be on penalties. Most likely, it will continue to be Bruno Fernandes. And after that, this is a new team he's coming into, a new system he's coming into. So I don't know if he will be able to give us those 15, 20 goal kind of a season, but at the least, there, what will you look at a successful season as for Boom? How many
I
goals?
think uh,
Yeah,
I think goals and assists combined, say 15, would be a decent one. Just a foundation to build on, I guess. Not to put too much pressure on him, and I want to see players who are willing to fight on the pitch,
yeah,
and are willing to give you their all. It doesn't necessarily have to translate into goals. Of course, goals are something which we are quite short of at the moment. So it will be very nice if it converts to goal. But I believe, the fact that he can settle very well into Amorim system is what I'd
yeah.
be looking into.
Yeah, and the fact that he chose us over some of our rivals who are playing in the Champions League, who have had better seasons, goes on to show that he is really valuing this move to Manchester United. He wants to play for the club. He's been a childhood fan. I think there were some videos surfacing where he talked about United idols supporting Manchester United, etc. So hopefully he can bring all of that. I am going or predicting 10 to 12 goals in the Premier League kind of a season for him. Add a few assists to it, make that somewhere between 17, 18 overall goals and assists combined. So I'm expecting that kind of a season, and we haven't had a lot of players who play on the wing or tucked in forwards and give us that kind of a season apart from Bruno. So I think Bruno, Cunha, and Bumo combined, all of them do well. Hopefully, we have many more goals than we had in the previous seasons.
No, definitely. All great news till now. Let's hope by the time we record next week, this move is here we go by Fabrizio Romano. Let's hope United don't pay over the top for him as well.
Yeah,
Let's mean our expectations as well around this.
absolutely, absolutely. Great. This has been a good one for us to record. Hopefully, you enjoyed this as well. Do let us know your thoughts. And yes, as always, this is our perch. Let's knock him off. Until next time, stay united.